Okay, everybody. We're going to be starting now. So let's get going. Still got my chat up, but let me mute this. Okay. Got my stuff up in front of me just in case. Let me know if volume's an issue. I'll try to adjust it if I can. Sorry, we're just adjusting the stream stuff. And then I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. Okay, let's fix this. Normally the stuff would be displaying on my screen here, but unfortunately this weird game, it like weirds it out, so. But last train to Blue Moon Canyon. Okay. Update. It's not too loud on my ears too, which is nice. Alright, so I think we're all updated. Yeah, let me know if any volume's a problem for you guys. Oops, I'm sorry. We're just going to do a little bit of pre-test. Testing, 1, 2. Alright, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update here. I know it's been a while since I've played anything on Twitch or anything like that, and it's just, my headspace is all weird and everything like that, so it's just been a process. And then my PS4 deleted all my save data for Dragon Quest XI and God of War, so I'm not going to be continuing my God of War playthroughs my Dragon Quest playthrough anymore on Twitch anyway, just because I have 50 hours to get to my next portion to where I was up to streaming, so I'm going to be ending that series until either I get to that point if I want to start streaming that again, or if I want to do something differently. But yeah, so we're gonna actually start doing, I'm thinking Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm still debating a little bit, but I definitely want to actually play through these Nancy Drew games, because they are a big part of my childhood, huge, and I just love them so much, and they're very fun, so I figured we'd just start with this one, because it's the first one I own right now, currently. I actually used to own pretty much all of them. There's a lot I haven't played or finished. This one included. I have not finished or played this one yet. I know about it a little bit because I'm such a big fan of the games. But so this is what we're doing now. We're gonna actually do some Nancy Drew series. I'm pretty sure. These are always fun. So we're gonna do Nancy Drew every Saturday for now, and that's gonna be our update. And I'm gonna put this on the channel so everyone else knows too. But I just want to let you guys know where I was at with my current series that I was doing months ago. But we're gonna be doing Nancy Drew for now, and it's easier for me to just be able to do. We're still going to do the one-day thing. I'm trying to do Saturdays if I can. But this is Nancy Drew Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. So this is... I don't know which one it is. Nancy Drew. There's like 30 games in this series. There's tons of them. Let's see. Doesn't tell me. But yes, these are basically point-and-click adventure games. So they're kind of like you just click around and solve mysteries with Nancy Drew. And yeah, this whole series is her solving mysteries, and they're super fun. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing them. I think, yeah, the release is like 2005 or something like that, so it's pretty old. They have the newer ones, but this is like the oldest one, so. But we are going to start a brand new game, because I've only played like probably 15-20 minutes of this. So, we're going to start a brand new game here.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Again, let me know if any volume is an
choose
issue
junior
for you
or
guys.
senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on tutorial.
Okay. So, yeah, you get your 2 picks. You get senior or junior detective. Junior's usually easier. You have, like, the same puzzles, I believe, but they're just easier solutions. And I think you get a checklist as well if you pick junior. That way it kind of points you in the right direction. So yeah, we're gonna actually go senior detective because I'm pretty accustomed to puzzle games at this point. And I've got the chat up on the side here. And I can only really play for a couple hours because my laptop's almost dead. So let's see, we got about an hour 45, so it's probably how long as I'm going to be playing for until my laptop passes away. So we're going to start.
Dear
And just
Hannah,
let me know if you have any
here I am
sound
at the
problems.
railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray. I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell.
Okay, I'm gonna mute
I
my mic
cannot
for
tell
now,
you
okay?
how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most
loud in
famous
my
police
ears. I don't know how
detective
it
in
is
the
for you
country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy.
And you probably hear it
They're
through my mic 'cause
amateur
it's so loud.
detectives.
So just
My
bear with
dad
me
and
while
their
I
dad
wait
are
for
old
this to get done.
friends. And you must
Watch
be
it.
the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy. Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, this train, was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold
You have to
fields.
turn it down, you might
It
want
was
to, for
rumored
now.
to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't
I don't know, the
understand.
voices are so loud.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I gotta fix this. It could
Well,
be
Nancy,
sound reset.
you're up on all that social etiquette stuff.
So
What are you
sorry,
supposed to
guys.
do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not.
See, that
Lori
was weird. It's
Gerard
like-
is a young woman whose only
The
goal in
cutscene's
life is to
fine.
be
Okay, I
famous.
see.
She craves attention and habitually uses her father's
So
considerable
this is the
wealth
gameplay
to
that I
get it.
adjusted. Okay, so this should be fine for sound. It's like that cutscene was just overly
So
loud.
you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't
Sorry.
resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch.
That's from
you
a
gave
previous
me some
game.
information about Dirk
Actually.
Valentine.
Secret of Shadow Ranch, and we ended up
Nancy
calling
Drew.
this person for help. Because she wrote like one of these romance novels about him, so that was fun.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Have you ever met Lori's other guests before?
Nancy,
Oh my god.
come here.
God,
Excuse me for a second.
why is that so loud? That's so weird. Hold on. Oops, cancel. I want to save this quick. And we're just going to turn it down on our end in OBS here quick, so just bear with me for a minute. We're just going to save over this. Because I don't want any more problems with it, so just hold on. We're not gonna do it full volume on here. We're gonna turn it down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Alright, let's try again. Ugh. God, that was so loud. If we have to turn it up in the game, we can, but... Yeah, this is like a new thing for me. I haven't really streamed on this before, so... Especially with these older games where it could be, like, kind of weird. Alright, game setup.
Here I am at the railroad
Okay.
station along with...
Let's see if that works.
I think you better talk to those two friends of yours before you talk to me.
Okay, so she seems okay.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He
How's
went
that sound for
straight
you
to the
guys? Not
room
too
in the
loud
car
now?
that used to be Camille's and
That was
didn't come out
bad.
again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Okay, so Camille is the one that just got kidnapped. So I'm sorry, I was a bit distracted. Kidnapped, air quotes. And Tino Balducci, I think, is an actor, if I remember correctly, because he's from the... We talked to him in the other games too.
Did you talk to him?
It's fun,
I
because
was just
these,
about
like,
to go in, but the
characters
next thing I
sometimes
know,
come
Joe's
up.
got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Lori was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket.
And yes, Flying Shadow have been okay so far. Okay. Found something on the floor right where I was standing. The train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Do you see what it
Did
was?
you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Lori is faking this whole disappearance thing.
I kind of do
She's not
too.
the only one.
How can
be
you
honest.
say that? You heard Lori scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about
Ew, these
you,
characters
Nancy?
look
What do
so
you
bad.
think?
I agree with Frank,
I
dude.
kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
Okay. So, this is like, yeah, it's exactly kind of what this is. It's a point adventure game,
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
which are super fun. Just let me know if I'm too loud or anything. I'll turn up the volume at the menu here. It's just, yeah, it's the cutscenes mostly.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
So?
I just thought you might want to call the police or something.
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. Until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice one,
But
engineer.
Lori may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Okay. So call the engineer. This is our task list, which I don't have because I'm on senior detective. Because if you pick harder, you basically don't get any of the hints. And I think also the puzzles are a bit more harder, I believe. 6-4. I brought a walkthrough up just to be safe, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. But I don't want to be stuck on something for too long. Because sometimes you just miss stuff, so.
it looks like this thing opens up. But how?
Yeah, so.
Looks like some sort of steam valve. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Alright, so it doesn't look like there's much in here. The first thing I like to always do in my Nancy Drew games is just, you know, run through the environment a little bit and kind of explore what we have to offer and kind of get the feel of where the puzzles are and whatever things we can pick up. So that's kind of what I like to do and talk to everyone first. So, again, just let me know if you have a volume problem or anything like that. Cool thing about these games is they have such cool environment details and things like that, so it's always super cool and fun and just kind of explore the environments a little bit. It's nothing like weirdly detailed, you know, like that, anything like that, but it's still very, very fun in general. Did I update this? I thought I did. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna take a look around and see what we can find.
Looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Some sort of video of what to do. This one, I don't know if it's easy or hard. I don't know, because there's some of the games that are easier than the other games. I like to actually play pretty much all of them, but the older ones, sometimes they have issues, like getting to work, but I finally got them to work.
Crawford.
I should have paper and a pen, but we're not going to be playing for too long. So this is kind of how the game works. Like, you're basically pointing and clicking and moving around like an old school adventure game. So that's what we're playing. And like I said, I'm pretty decent at puzzle games. Like, I've played them for a long time.
Gemstone.
Okay, so yeah, there's like a theme of gems. Because I played like 15 minutes of this. This is a slider puzzle. It's at the center. That one looks like it goes here. Nope. Okay, so yeah, these are wrong corners. These are still not right either. Yeah, this one. Maybe these switch. Like I said, it could be any of these. That looks right, but this corner is not right. They have the buds. Corners. Okay. Yeah, these don't look right either. Sorry if you hear some banging. My dog's out chewing her bones, so. Maybe this needs to be rotated? That looks right to me. It's not that one. Oh, mystery solving. So fun. There's a tip missing, but I don't know where that would go. Maybe it goes up here because... Yeah, that looks right to me. And these get switched, I think. Nope, these get switched. See, this top one still doesn't look right to me. Oh, it's supposed to look like... Okay, I see. So it's supposed to look like this. So yeah, the big pedal's at the top here. Like that. And this gets switched. It's got the 2 at the bottom. And 3 pedals. It's these 3 pedals, maybe? This one here. The picture's right above me. No, that's not right. That needs to go like this. That's it, yeah. I think. No, that's not right. Yeah, there we go. That's right. And you got the 2, and these get switched. Okay. There we go.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buell for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
I'm assuming lead, probably. Okay, so that puzzle's done.
This must have been the sleeping car.
Some puzzles you can't do right away. You have to like find stuff or like find more info to get it done, but puzzles like that you can do. Get a feel for the car a little bit and figure out where we can go and where we can't. Excuse me. Okay, there's something here. Tale of 2 dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was the 2-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, yawning, Alice replied, till Edna the terrible finally gave up and cried. This is probably going to be a clue. Keep a lot of stuff for clues. And I think this is something
I
here.
need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Okay. So that one we're going to come back to later. I'm just kind of exploring the car. Both sides of it. We don't want to pull the emergency brake or we'll get yelled at. And we're going to try to talk to whoever we come across. But... Okay, so this is a puzzle
Hey, come
room.
on over here. Hi, you're that Nancy person.
A new
How you
person?
doing? John Gray.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
Then I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Laurie?
What to most people are ghosts.
Oh, he's a
are actually
paranormal guy,
temporary
huh?
distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
Okay.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Charlena Purcell thinks Laurie is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Oh.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good
Oh, he used to be a
cop.
cop. That's
He's gotta be a
right.
great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Laurie a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
I won't keep you any longer.
Come back anytime.
All the characters have always a hidden thing that they're like doing, like you don't really know. I don't know who the culprit is. I don't remember.
The book of samplers.
Word, example, service model, best samplers. I'm just kind of skimming through a little bit. Just an important womanly skill. Ooh. Motifs. Duck. This definitely will be a thing for later, probably. But we have it here always, so that's good. So we got a token. I'm thinking...
This looks like some sort of game.
Okay, crank it, right?
Oops.
Okay, so just to jump over the thing. Push the button. Oops.
Wipe out.
Hit the button. Ooh, that was bad. So you have to hit it way early then. Can I hit it to the beat a little bit?
I did it.
I think we get something for
Wonder
this.
What's in here?
Huh. Okay, so we got some music. Looks like that's probably the music it played, huh? Okay, so we got that.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Framing the doll we call Teddy Eberhardt a home. Dollworks. Okay. Mentioned a doll in that picture, but... Okay, so there's a piano. It seems we probably put the sheet music in here. Left pickaxe and lamp with bell for safekeeping.
If I had some music, I could play a tune.
Oop, nope. It's this here. Oh boy.
Don't do that, please.
Ah.
Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive.
He's not gonna let
Just
me
about
do
took
it.
out my eardrums.
Sorry.
You can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Alright then. I'll do that later. Okay.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Okay. I wonder why. Okay, so this will tell us how to...
Thomasina O'Neill.
Like these weird names you have to remember.
It's locked.
So you need a key or a crank, it looks like, to get in there.
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder
Okay.
if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
So I'd have to look at the sampler puzzle again. Sampler book. I'm gonna have to write all this down. Ugh, I don't have a pen. Don't know. Okay, so it seems it's the owls and the cherries, but I don't know what it looks like to me. So that's owls and the cherries, which is 7 and 10. I don't know if that makes those numbers make a difference. Okay, owl wisdom and wisdom departed. Simper's cover to classic style, large decorative houses, schools, churches take center stage. Women trend among sampler markers. Only sit. Samples rather plain to do. Specific meanings in the language. So wisdom, departed. Okay. It's available for these modern times for samplers take many forms. One comes on and bear sampler. Flower border designs, wall of numbers and alphabet. Another classic spot seem different designs, but miniature motifs. I wonder what that has to do with anything. Awful Ursula. Wisdom departed with the train, so it looks like maybe train car? Because we're on the train now. So I'm thinking Awful Ursula, I don't know what that means. What's that's referencing to? I don't know what the numbers have to do with anything either, so.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like I need a special tool.
Okay. Yeah, this is like you're looking at all these puzzles, you're like, what to do with them? But a lot of times you figure it out as you go on.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Well, Bess and
Hi,
Georgie
Bess.
are friends, so
Hey, George, what's
this is
up?
what these two are.
Up. You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy.
I'm trying to keep
Only
quiet
because
during the
it's driving me
talking.
crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess
hostess has
disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
That's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in Camille's train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Do what? He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
I just want to make sure you guys can hear the voices, so I'm going to try to make sure you guys can hear. I'm gonna try to see if any other rooms I missed we can go in.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
I'm sure I would. That's them, huh? Pretty cool. Anything in the dining room I'm missing before I move on? Those are the shoes, right? Sadie Crawford, okay. Yeah, and I can't pick that up right away.
What have you got?
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
This is cool, because I think these guys, this is the only time they're in a Nancy Drew game, is the Hardy Boys are in this one, I believe. I don't know, I could be wrong. Yeah, I looked in here, there's nothing to see.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
No, because we're moving. I believe at some point the train stops. I don't know, I could be way wrong about that.
Yes?
Okay.
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end. Everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get...
I want to talk to everybody and kind of get everything.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
I have to agree.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
Well, I'll let you go.
Let me know.
Who wears a pearl necklace over a turtleneck? Come on, lady. Hi. Okay. So we're gonna keep going this way. See what else we can interact with for now. If you hear banging, it's my dog, so sorry about that. Okay, that was this room. Must be him, right? Ruth Kingston. Okay, is there anything else to see before I move on? Oh, here we are. Okay.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Okay. Seems that we need a blue eye. So we need to look for a blue gem, I think. Let's go down here. On PSN? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been on my PlayStation in a few days. I'll definitely look when I go on there next time, which probably should be later today.
Sandburger.
I'll accept that for you. This one, Eliza Sandberger received J. Curley for the price of $3.73. Doll. Oh yes, it's that doll. That's what they're referencing. Because even the note I have... No, not this, but...
Hey, Nancy, right?
This doofer. Thank you. Yeah, that's no problem. Sometimes I just forget. And notifications don't really pop up on my thing much, so I'm just like, oh. That's right.
Nancy Drew.
Amateur detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective?
Mm.
You know, like me?
Real detective, huh? The only reason I don't like this guy is because we talked to him in the newer game, but then it's cool actually seeing what he looks like because we call him on the phone in like a future game, I believe. So it's really cool.
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Tell me about them.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
I heard they stopped because you rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy,
oh my God.
when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
What'd you find?
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Alright, guy, relax.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
She could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
You don't like her?
I can't stand those sappy books she writes. And seeing as I said as much during an interview on national TV once, it's a pretty safe bet she doesn't like me.
Have you talked to John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
Thanks for your help.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Yeah, and these games are fun because they have a lot of Easter eggs to other games, which is cool.
Jake used this for.
Okay, there's the pickaxe that they mentioned, I think, in a note, right? Left pickaxe and lamp with to open what's closed. Okay, can't seem to do much here in that section. Ooh, there's
another
a gem.
gemstone.
Okay, I can't grab it. Okay.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked.
I see. It's AG. Silver. Okay, so there's different... We need to figure out what makes up... Do one search surrounding area for diamond crystals. Outside, green on the outside. So I'm just skimming through.
Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Okay, so we got that.
J.H. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Okay. Can't seem to move it. Okay, yeah, I can. I just... These puzzles are always not too terrible. This needs to go this way. Okay, yeah, so this goes, maybe this goes down like this.
There, all
There we go.
done.
Now I think we can actually turn... Maybe we have to do all of them? All the vents?
Another gemstone.
Maybe it's... I don't know if it has to do with the objects they're in either yet. I'm not really sure. That stands for silver, but I don't know if the objects they're in have anything to do with anything. Because that looked very, like, looked a lot like this. Single touch brown. Now it won't let me pick them up, so I don't really know what to do with them just yet. Paper down here. That was weird. Okay. Curly for the price of $3. Okay. Okay. We went in there, correct?
be built into the wall.
Hmm.
Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that
Oh, I see.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Wait, what was that? Okay, so you had to just basically fill that up. Okay. Hmm.
Those look like steam pipes.
A lot of intricate stuff in here, huh? I feel like it's gonna be like a big
Those
final
are
thing.
candle holders. They are very strange.
Is that what that is? Very weird. Hmm.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
Hmm.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
Okay. Oops. No, it's this. No, it wasn't. Okay. Hold on a sec. Lilo! Sorry, guys. Lilo, please. Stop. Thank you. My dog. Sometimes you gotta just give her a talking to and she'll just not do it anymore, but not all the time.
Lori?
Oh my
Haha.
gosh! I never thought you'd be the
Look
one
who
to
it
find me.
is.
No offense. Nadine?
Nancy. Nancy Drew.
Well,
Liar.
as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
So it was just all for show?
Well, not entirely. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
So you want me to try to figure out where the mine is?
Uh-huh. As for the other people on board, if you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Because she's
Maybe
lazy.
I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his
I
mind's
hate
in there
you.
going 90 miles an hour.
I don't like you.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest
Ew, look at
one,
that book cover.
The Moon Tells No Lies.
That looks boring.
See, what I'd really, really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
I'll come back later.
Keep me posted.
Okay. So she did fake her kidnapping to basically test us.
Locked, naturally. I wonder how you open it. Wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
Not sure. What's to see in here? Dog. Ooh. Thank you. Love her to death, but oh my goodness. I don't know what this has to do with anything. It's just 4. Yeah, okay, so we gotta do something there. Like, it's weird, like sometimes I have to go back and forth to actually get things to open.
I bet
There's
I know
the
what
tool.
this is for.
Okay, anything else? Doesn't look like it. There's a lot of puzzles you gotta come back for.
Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
Okay. Bizarre. You have no clue. Hello. Ah, she just ignores me. She's ready for her walk. She's probably just antsy. Okay, there's another thing.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver's orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. So I might just have to put that in the thing. So I just want to do silver as orange, blue, green, red, yellow. Sorry, I'm just putting notes in so I remember. Let's Try that. And that puzzle back there. I don't know if that'll be the solution or anything, but we can sure try it. Apologies. Camille's burst. Here's a sight of crack, which out. Camille can be upset about. Sight of the. Order her another as soon as we reach Copper Gorge. Okay. So he did something. He ruined one of her dolls, maybe? I don't think there's much more to see in here. Just trying to see. I'm wondering what that. Yeah, I think we're done here. Oh yeah, I forgot. She gave me his letter, right?
November 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mind before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands, but with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. But to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you. Words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her, and heard her, and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
What's the upper section? First I need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over the great country, to towns which can be difficult to find. To Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To look at the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. Have his name stored. Okay, so we need the dolls in order. This requires looking to Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, which, damn, I don't remember what that was. Wearing the shoes for you to perform. Yeah, it's in her shoes. Favorite step. Okay, so that's our first step, right? Just to try to. There's a projector somewhere. I gotta remember where that was. So I want to see where the projector is. Oh yeah, the pickaxe was taken. Uh-oh. Scared me. The projector's not in here, doesn't look like, so we gotta find where that is. I want to look at it quick. I'm not seeing a projector. Yeah, then it's the dining room in this room, correct?
Nancy.
What's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose.
sure did.
And as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece.
Oh,
in
God,
which
it's
he
so
leaves
loud.
clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
It seems when the cutscenes happen,
You
it
found
doesn't.
Lori, you
It's
got
like
the
really
letter with all the
loud.
clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. See you in a bit.
You better.
Okay. Where was his projector? I don't know where the hell that is. I was gonna head to the one room to see if that will open up the thing. I don't know if it will, but we can definitely look. Okay, so yeah, I don't have any of that.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange.
Your vibes
Vibes
outta
are never
here.
wrong. What's even stranger
They
is
are
I'm still
wrong.
getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both.
Ooh.
What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
I
Yeah.
won't keep you any longer.
Pleasure talking to you.
Wonder why. Guess projector's not in this room. I don't know where the hell the projector is. Nope, wrong way. I need to go in here. Is it in here somewhere? Alright, so what was it? It was O or orange, blue, green, red, yellow. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Yes, seem to be in here.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Where? This? Seeing things, I don't know what can't be this. This is it? I don't know what the projector is. Just showed me here, so I'm like, I don't know.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
The question is...
Ah, okay,
did
that up there.
somebody throw the brake? or something.
Ooh.
Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain
Yeah,
by stopping the
that's
train?
weird.
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
God, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Someone I think could be setting up, like...
Engineer,
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. I
Talk to him about,
before,
see
very
if-
briefly.
you're not the one who pulled the emergency brake, are ya?
No.
Good. Because if you
No.
were, I'd have to come back there and throttle you. Old as this train is, it's a wonder it stayed on the tracks.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Like I just said, if I did, I'd be back there tanning their hide. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta get back to work.
Okay. There's the duck panel.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Okay, so connected the one set. So there's gotta be more sets of pipes I gotta collect and or connect. Okay, so nothing here. I was gonna go back to the projector, but I don't know what tune they're talking about. C.D. Crawford could be the manufacturer, maybe? I'm thinking.
An eagle. Where else have I seen an eagle?
Trying to remember. Should probably talk to all these people again, but I'm actually gonna have to put this up in a minute anyway. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something to open up. I was thinking I wanted to go back in, but I gotta talk to Tino. Talk to Tino quick. That's where she pointed me.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean,
Yeah.
I could have found Lori no sweat. But I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley in his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After
No.
all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail.
Yeah.
Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very,
Ooh.
brown.
So they dated at some point, huh?
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that ready, hell. Thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Okay.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
Yeah, I could easily
You
see
think
him
John
doing
Gray
it.
through the break? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show.
Yeah, it
that's
makes complete
I
sense.
checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder.
Relax,
John
pal.
Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
It's been great talking to you.
Not a problem.
Okay. Oh, that scares me. I don't like that. It's like a jump scare. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna head back into the projector room back there and check it out again. And then we are gonna quit. Because my laptop is very close to being dead. This must be the projector. That's the name you gotta put in. Okay, makes sense. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got here. Pencil. For no reason. For now, anyway. Letter. So we need the map. So we gotta do. To get the map, you need to go to the projector, put the name in. But you have to give the dolls an order. Side comes dancing shoes. Okay, so we have to do her dance thing, her dance floor thing. I don't really know how to. Where tune is. There's.
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Well, there you go. And I don't know her tune yet. Oh, we can take photos. That's convenient, actually. I didn't realize that. Oh, we got that tool as well. Alright then. So this is where we'll end it today. Sorry I didn't stream longer, but my laptop's very close to dying and I don't want to lose chat, so. But, so this will be a start of our new series. I want to do an actual full Let's Play on this guy, so we're to continue this probably sometime during the week whenever I feel like it, or next week or something like that. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted on when I'm going to be, it really kind of depends on when I'm in the mood to do it. Probably on Saturday, most likely, but I'll let anyone know. But yeah, I'm going to do this Let's Play of this game for now, and then we'll move on to maybe something else when we're done with that. So, but thank you guys so much for joining me. Yeah, it's my comeback stream, so, but I hope you had fun. This will be back on my YouTube channel later as well. I'm going to try to clip out my info section in the beginning so we can let the people know on the channel as well what my current series on the channel are going to be going through and stuff like that. So, but thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next time. Thank you.